Yo, what up, dog? Mic check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 1, 2. Shit, big hand. If you can hear me, bro, just type of one real quick. I see you at work and shit, bro. I want to make sure I can be heard and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's good with everybody? I'm on StreamYard, just trying to. I wanted to set some stuff clear, so I'm waiting for somebody to come in and let me know that I could be heard, and because it's been a minute since I've been on the StreamYard. And I want to, what up, though, one person? If you can hear me, type of one in the chat so I can know you can hear me. You ain't even got to interact because I'm going to make this real. I'm going to make this quick and simple. You know, uh, what up, though? I hope all is well. Hope you're having a good day. You know, just somebody give me a one real quick because I'm on, I'm gonna get into what I got to get into real quick, and I won't, I'm gonna drop down. I just want to make sure that I can be heard. I see the mic though. I see it moving. Oh shit! What the hell? Oh no! Close that. Close this shit right here. Hold on, y'all. It's taking me a quick second. Just got some stuff on my screen. Yes. With that. All right, Fadi, what up though? Can you hear me, bro? Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure I could be heard before I start speaking and shit. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? Hope all is well. Listening and watching, you can hear just type of one though, so I can make sure you can hear me though, bro. I want to make sure that everything is good because I'm gonna make this quick and I'm only say it one time. Yeah. So, let me see. Somebody give me a what up though or a one real quick. Just real quick. Make sure I got this shit right. All right, that is what up, dog. Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? Give me a one. Okay, y'all can hear me. All right. So I want to set the record straight, and I want to make this clear. I want to make this absolutely clear. Because it was Sis reacted to it, and I respect his opinion and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make it absolutely clear what's going on. So, basically, let me see where we in the 2 minute mark. All right, that's what's up. So, basically, I want to say that the reason why I tried to ease things up with Mr. Red is because I really was going to a dark place and I wanted to what I'm saying, I was getting beside myself and out of place. So, what I'm saying, I said some things that I meant. What I'm saying, I don't apologize. What's good with it, Tesh? Respect to you, bro. One thing I'm gonna say is that I don't take back what I said. I meant every word I said, and I don't I'm not taking it back. And I I definitely, what I'm saying, I definitely don't take it back. What I'm saying, and I stand on everything I said. It was some things that were said that can't be G Mama, respect to you. It was some things that were said that can't be taken back, and it was some horrible things that were said. So, I responded in a way that I know best. What I'm saying, and I meant what I said. I meant every word of it. And it's not it wasn't like I was just initially threatening him. I just was, I responded to, the threats he made and the disrespect, and I addressed it the way that I saw fit. Now, granted, maybe I shouldn't have said it. You know what I'm saying? And I take, I take full responsibility in the words that I use, in the words that I said. I take full responsibility for them. And like I said, I don't take them back. But maybe I shouldn't have reacted that way. And you know, um, basically it was just, he said some things, I responded, and then he tried to come online and what's good with it, Royal Ace, what's good with it, G Mama Thaddeus, Chaz, what up though, hoping y'all having a great afternoon. It's 2 o'clock. But yeah, it was some things that I said on that panel, and basically the young ladies, shout out to Kiss My Cheeks and Tamika, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for, what I'm saying, actually caring about somebody else, like for real, and like, yo, you should chill out, you should log off, or you should just chill the fuck out. And respect to them ladies for saying that to me, and they got me back together, as far, not saying that they forced me to, but they gave me, an outlook that I didn't take. And I was just like, yo, like, I'm gonna stop talking about that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I promised that I wouldn't threaten them no more. So basically I said that I'm not going to threaten this guy no more. So that's where I stand. That's what I stood on at the time. That's where I stand. You know, I don't take it back, and I don't apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not apologizing for the words that I said because I meant them. But threatening over the internet, you know what I'm saying, that it ain't cool and all this other shit, so you know yeah. Now and you know what? I'm not even really apologizing, Real Ace. I am not apologizing. What's good, Miss Ann? I'm not apologizing what I said because I meant what I said and I stand on it. What I really mean by that is that I'm just gonna stop threatening you, stop talking about you, stop doing all that shit because it's gonna lead to a bad place. And I'm seriously was considering doing some horrible things, and I'm not, and I said I wasn't gonna threaten them, so I'm not threatening them now. I'm just saying that you know, you threaten me first and then I motherfucker respond, and you wanna play like, oh, I'm the one who said I was gonna pull up on you. And that's where it's we having a misunderstanding because I didn't threaten you first. I didn't say I was coming out to you or none of that. What I did say is after a while and you kept talking that I would come out and see you, but that's only once I find out who you are, because I'm not finna come somewhere and have an issue with somebody and I don't have no information. You got access to information about me. You Russell Red has access to my personal information. So it would be unwise for me to go out there and I don't know who he is. So that's why I said I figure out who he is first before I make a decision. But the young ladies was telling me, let it go, don't worry about it, and all this other shit. So that's what I did. So at the token, the same other side of the token, when I was on Sid's panel and he came up there, he wanted to make it seem like I fucking came after him and I did this and I did all of this shit when all I ever did was respond to the dude. So, it's just like, I wanted to be sincere and genuine and clear. That's what oh shit. I got my shit, I'm sharpening. This what I got today, Miss Cheeks, since you wanna know. This what I'm cleaning today once I get off of here. You know. But anyway, I'm gonna do a what I'm saying, I'm gonna do a weapon expose one day. I'm gonna show all my weapons. But anyway, what I'm saying, I'm not apologizing. I am not apologizing for nothing that I said. What I said, so the meaning of everything that I said was, I'm not gonna threaten a dude, so he don't have to worry about me threatening no more. I'm not gonna speak on a dude. He ain't gotta worry about me speaking on him. You know what I'm saying? That's where I stand with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do that shit no more, because the it's not gonna be no more threats. It's just gonna be action from here on out. And I don't take back my threats, but I'm gonna stop. So that's why I'm at with it. And I'm not gonna, what I'm saying? It's not that I'm just talking shit online, and I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to show off and all this. Like, I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just trying to let motherfuckers know, quit fucking with me, because you know, shit get nasty. You know, and like I said, I'm not taking back nothing that I said. You know, I'm not apologizing for none of the things I said. I stand on every single thing that I said, and I mean everything I said. I'm just not gonna threaten them no more. And when I said that, you know, we could be cordial and we could stay away from each other, that's for both of our interests, because you know what I'm saying, I can't say that I'm not going to have a certain type of way that I'm gonna feel if we cross paths. So I said, if we cross paths, that's what it's gonna be, and that's not a threat. That's just letting you know, like, yo, like, I'm gonna stop threatening you. I'm gonna be cool with you, but I'm not gonna threaten you. And if we see each other, it's a possibility that shit gonna go left. It's just what it is, you know. And that's to me, that's my way of saying, yo, I'm gonna be a gentleman. I'm gonna maintain the honor that I'm not gonna say nothing to you. I'm not gonna threaten you. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. But physically, it might, you know, physical interaction with each other might not be that peaceful. I'm just saying, like, it's not no threat. It's just letting you know where I stand. You know, I stand on, you know, like, we could be in the same chat. Like, I still got you blocked, so you know, you ain't even got to worry about seeing nothing that I gotta say, and I'm not gonna speak on you. I'm not gonna threaten you. I ain't gonna do none of that shit. But in person, might be a different story. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being, that's just a gentleman's apology right there. Like, I'm gonna respect your space. I'm gonna respect what you gotta say. I'm gonna respect all that shit. But in person, it ain't gonna be no respect. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what I feel with the time is what it's gonna be. So it's not no, you know what I'm saying? It's me trying to be an adult with you and separate myself and do all this other shit. So it's not me just talking shit, because I'm not just talking shit. Like, I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I my mind is already made up. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when the shit happened to my son. If dude was still alive, it would have been something that would have been fucked up. And I just, hey, but you know, I wanted to clear that up, because I'm serious about this shit. Like, I'm doing my best to not interact with dude. And I wanted to end, I wanted to stop. And the only way that it's gonna stop is if I stop threatening a nigga. Now, once we on equal terms and we know who each other are, we familiar with who's who. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe we could take this to the next level, take it somewhere else if we both know who the fuck we is. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be engaging in dude unless, you know what I'm saying, unless need be. You know. No, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, somebody got all the information on you, and then you go start shit with them. They got all the advantage. Like, let's have a little mutual understanding, you know. But yeah, I ain't gonna be threatening, dude. I ain't gonna be saying shit, and I definitely got them blocked, so it ain't no words though. What's good with it, Muso? What up, though? You know, I just don't want people to think like I'm on this motherfucker just threatening motherfuckers and talking shit, because it's only two or three people that I actually had interactions with, you know, and all of them was the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you talking about pulling up, you might get shot. You know, that was my thing. You know, 901, what up, though? What's good with it? You know, and like I said, I'm really not the violent type of dude. I just respond the way that I know how, and it was disrespect on the table. So that's why I responded the way that I responded. But you know, the person, he initiated it, so I just responded. And that's all it was. You know, now him trying to make it seem like I said I'm gonna pull up on him and all that other shit. All that shit is a fucking lie. All that shit is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, it was a video played yesterday on Damn D Live. The nigga basically admitted to everything that I said he did, from the behind the scenes shit, the doxing to assistant docking, like all of that shit. He said it. He said it like every time them motherfuckers get on the panel, they admit the shit that I said. You know, I single handedly exposed the whole fucking sector, and now they telling on each other. You know what I'm saying? Because they was doing some dirtball, dirty shit, and I told them motherfuckers it wasn't cool, and they turned on me, and now they exposing each other. You know what I'm saying? To the about him, I don't know my dead for yeah, A901 and is from Detroit, bro, and some yeah, can y'all hear me? Yo, can I get a one real quick? Cause I don't know what's going on. They say the signal low or something like that. Like it shouldn't even be low. But yeah, I just feel like, when Sis did his response, you know what I'm saying? I don't want Sis to think that I'm like, look, I'm not on here just talking shit, bro. I everything that everything that I say I stand on when it come to my business, when it come to who I am as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like I am who I am. I'm not some pretend guy, and I don't pretend to be, you know what I'm saying, like I'm this crazy ass tough guy and all this other shit, because I know I can, I bleed and breathe, you know what I'm saying? We all the same at the end of the day, so I don't have that superior complex where I think that I can't be touched, you know what I'm saying? But the military mindset has me set to think that I won't lose, so I have it automatically set in my head, hey, I'm not gonna lose, but I can lose, but I don't have that in my mindset. So that's the difference. And I just wanted to make everything clear, because I felt like things wouldn't set straight. Like, I'm not apologizing to that dude about nothing I said or nothing. I'm not apologizing for what I said. I'm not apologizing for the threats I made. I'm not apologizing for none of that shit. But what I am doing is saying that I'm not going to do it anymore. And people could take it how they want to, but it was just, that had been on my mind for a couple days, and I was just like, damn, like, these motherfuckers think I'm apologizing to this nigga. Like, I'm not apologizing to that man. Like, it's nothing that he could say to make me forgive him for what the fuck he said. So, but I'm gonna stand on what I stand on. I ain't gonna threaten to do no more. And if he want to talk about me, he could talk about me. Shit. I'm a speak on the things that I see. I'm gonna still speak on them, and I'm gonna just not make it personal, and I'm gonna keep, what I'm saying, keep the threats to a zero, like, because I really don't want to hurt nobody. Ever since I done lost some people, what I'm saying, I really don't want to go there, what I'm saying, and but I am frustrated at the simple fact that it wasn't no way for me to get my get backs when it came to the people that I love. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, the motherfucker who killed my girl, the nigga in prison. You know what I'm saying? The nigga smiled in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, came to an agreement, kiss my cheeks. Yeah, dude killed my girl. I couldn't get my get backs. You know what I'm saying? The nigga had a 20-minute standoff with the police, and went to court and went to jail and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't get no get backs on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker who killed my boys and shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga killed himself. Ain't no get backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't it. It wasn't no way for me to to release all of this anger and stress that I got. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when motherfuckers fucking with me, it's like, yo, this the opportunity to let the demon go. You know what I'm saying? Like it, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like an adrenaline rush, like, yo, like I can finally release all of this shit. But then it's like, yo, like I don't want to hurt nobody because I know what it feels like to lose somebody that you love. And if I did that, that's what I would be doing to somebody else. So that's why I was in between with it. And when he hit the panel, I had already decided, like, look, I'm not gonna talk no more shit, but you're gonna come up here and you're gonna antagonize me. And like, yo, like you stirring me right back up after I said I ain't fucking with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I even said it on my live. I'm not gonna do this shit. And you still want to fucking keep talking about that shit. Yeah, kiss my cheeks. What's good with it, Common? What's good, my Mexican sister Mika? What's good with it? Nah, but see, kiss my cheeks. What happened was the motherfucker started some shit with me, and then try to make it seem like I started with him. And then we agreed that he wouldn't talk about me, and then he went on the panel and talked about me, and he did this shit twice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like you supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to maintain your promise. And he did the same shit to O Speaks. Like, you're not gonna talk about me, but you're gonna go talk about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you wondering why, you know what I'm saying, I'm being disrespectful to you. But see, it was a look. See, what people don't understand, it's a lot personal with me because you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the motherfucker, my address is being passed around. It was a whole bunch of shit that was going on, like behind the scenes that people don't know. So it's like when I react, it's like, yo, this motherfucker crazy. Like, no, I'm responding properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I'm supposed to respond to shit like this. Like, motherfuckers calling, threatening my mom and shit. Like, the shit really got to a point where somebody was gonna have to get hurt for this shit to stop. You know what I'm saying? That's and a lot of, like I said, it was a lot of behind the scenes shit that people didn't know. You know, so it's like when I started talking and started doing doing shit the way that I do it, people like, oh, you crazy? Like, oh, he just talking shit. He just trying to do this for this and blah blah blah. You know, not saying no, not you know, just saying that motherfuckers didn't know what was going on and all they seen was the surface shit. So, but it goes deeper than that. And I mean, shit, them motherfuckers already admitted they be talking behind the scenes and doing other shit. So, how, you know, my address could have fucking been passed around to a bunch of motherfuckers who don't like me. You know, so I mean, that was the reason I show my weapons to let people know, like, since y'all got my address, you know, and y'all want to show up, you know, this what you might run into. You know, and it wasn't like I was, you know, it wasn't me initiating anything. It was me responding. So that's what I want people to understand. Like it was a response, you know. It wasn't me initiating, you know, and I hope that, you know, like I ain't trying to prove myself to nobody. I'm just trying to let y'all know what's going on so y'all can see why things happen the way that they happen. You know, like I'm not no shit starter. I mean, everybody in my chat, I speak to y'all every motherfucking day, and y'all, and when I crack a joke with y'all, we respectfully crack jokes on each other, no malice or nothing like that, and we laugh and all type of shit. That's why, you know, when y'all go live, I go to y'all shit, or y'all comment or something like that, I go on y'all. I mean, we have a mutual respect for each other. So, you know, it's just, you know, you can't threaten somebody and then expect them not to respond. You know, you can't just talk about people kids and think they not gonna flip the fuck out, especially in the situation that I'm in. You know, like, you know, you lose two of your kids and let somebody antagonize you about your kids and shit. Like you know, like you know, y'all would probably react worse than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, and then the crazy part, this whole time, this the dude was saying that he never said what he said, and then I got him to admit that he said the shit. So all this time, this nigga been lying, like, I ain't say nothing about your kids like that, nigga. Like, you know, you just started with me for nothing. Then yesterday he admits the shit. He admitted on Sid's panel, like, I did say that. Like, so basically, you trying to paint this picture that nigga, I'm antagonizing you when I'm initiating all this shit, when you the one who doing all this little slick shit and nobody see it. So now it's like it's all on me. I'm the bad guy, not because I fucking respond to that shit. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna be a man of my word, and I'm not going to speak on dude like that in a threatening manner. You know, like I said, in person, it can and may be something different. And this is not a threat. This is just letting you know where I stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might not be so cordial in person, but I hope that, you know, we both have enough sense to stay away from each other, because I'm gonna let it be known I might not have this same sense, you know, in person, because, you know, it was some things that were said that can't be taken back. You know, so, you know, I just wanted to set that straight with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know where I stand. So y'all don't think like I'm just this dude that get on YouTube and just talk about, oh, I'm gonna do this to you, and, you know, like, I'm not that type of dude, and I'm not going to be that dude. But I am going to respond to disrespect, you know, and I am going to handle it accordingly. You know, you know, it's some bigger things that's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, as far as our culture, our people, and, you know, with this, they're trying to force a race war. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on building. I'm focused on, like, creating a way to establish my own food. I'm trying to, you know, I want to do you know, a garden and on a lot or two. You know, I want to get my weapons up. I want to get a location. You know what I'm saying? I want to master a few things before, you know, before things hit the scene. And my weapons are not for my people. They not for you know what I'm saying? They not My weapons are not for that. My weapons are for defense. You know what I'm saying? For defense, because I keep telling people I am not an initiator. I'm a responder. So how you interact with me is how I respond to you. So, you know what I'm saying? If I'm met with violence, I'm going to partake in violence. You know, if you you know, with words, I'm gonna do the same thing. But the difference with me is that I'm gonna say some slick shit that's gonna hurt your feelings, and you really gonna be hurt by what I say, because, you know, like, hey, I'm not a good roaster, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, y'all see when I go up, get in my bag and talk about motherfuckers. Uncle L, what up though? What's good with it? You know, when I get in my roasting bag, you know, it get bad, you know. So, but yeah, you know, and I hope that he could keep, you know, I know he ain't gonna keep his agreement, because I know he gonna end up saying some fuck shit, and it's gonna, you know, he's gonna try to get me to go at him and shit, and I'm not gonna go at him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on. I'm gonna do my best not to make threats. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, you know, I'm from a culture where, you know, you threatening somebody, shit, you might not see 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? You threatening to do all that shit. You know. Yeah, but, you know, hey, look, and look, look, I created my channel because I was going other places to say what I think and what I feel, and I was going to other places, and I created my channel to address the things that was happening to me. So sometimes I might be, you know, if something else happened, I might talk about the shit. I'm not, you know, my channel is about me, you know, like, and Sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm fun, sometimes I'm boring. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm me. You know, my content, my channel, my life, my experience. You know, that's this is what my channel for. You know, I'm gonna respond, respond to shit and probably do reaction. Like I look, this YouTube, this is I'm not really trying to become like this content creator. Like I'm gonna go live and get paid off of this because it's more money in this the skill that I have. You know, me drawing and making logos and shit for businesses and tattoos and all that other stuff. That's lucrative. That's what pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? And me to become a content creator would be, me personally, that would be going against what generates the most money for me. You know, now if I could get paid off of YouTube, that'd be cool. But this not what I'm, like this is not what I'm about. I'm not about getting content and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is just fun for me, and I'm not doing this for content. I'm not doing this to all of this shit. I'm not like that. So Kiss My Cheeks be treating Big Hen messed up. Oh, what's going on? Kiss My Cheeks. Yeah, Big Hen always been cool. But yeah, like, hey, look, y'all. I know y'all crack jokes and say story time with Lou, but you know what? When I tell my life experience, it's always a lesson there. It's a lesson somewhere in there. And it might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a lesson there somewhere. My dad always told me, like, listen to people, and you might learn something. You know what I'm saying? You can't always be talking. So I listen a lot. Yeah, Big Hand funny like a motherfucker, yo. Hey, look, everybody, hey, Miss Ann, look, like they was telling people don't mix and mingle. And it's like you telling people not to interact with people. Like, we all part of the same sector, it's just different sides. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing that most of the motherfuckers that I thought that I was cool with, like some of them, what they consider bus life, them motherfuckers, they uptight, they judgmental, they think they holier than thou, and if they don't, if you don't agree with what the fuck they talking about, then they gonna fucking try to get you up out of there. And the difference with me was I wasn't on nobody's side in the first. I was at first, and then once I started paying attention, like, like these people are not as bad as they making them out to be. Like, you know what? Fuck these. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started seeing the shit. You know what I'm saying? uh, but yeah, it's like now people want to say it's a cult, but I've been saying that shit. I've been saying it's an inner circle. It's a motherfucking it's an inner circle. It's a hierarchy. It's a lot of shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And people, you know what I'm saying? It really is a fucking group. I experienced that shit for myself. I'm not going off of hearsay of what somebody told me. I'm going off of what I experienced myself. And motherfuckers was getting in the way of people trying to do business. It was some legitimate people that was around back in the day. We was trying to actually network and build and create something. And there was motherfuckers in the way that got in the way that, you know what I'm saying, couldn't talk. You know what I'm saying? Sound behind. Up. uh, it was some real things that could have went on, because at one time people were talking about actually building something, as far as like building a community of people that can make money and exchange money and create our own shit. That's what we would that's what it was on at one time. So I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying? I got something I could contribute. Let's talk about building some shit. So, you know, motherfuckers got in the way of the shit, and because I didn't agree with a lot of shit, you know, people, oh, he the bad guy, he a hater, he this, he that, yo, I just don't agree with what the fuck you doing. Like, you know, that's not gonna make me, you know, I'm not gonna treat you no different, but shit, I don't agree with that shit. And you can't call a motherfucker out. Because if you call them out, then you going against the thing. Because if I call you out in front of, as they consider that side, then I'm with them because I agree with something that they agree with. And it's like, yo, like how you you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be, if they tell the truth come from everywhere, from anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like if the truth is the truth, is it don't matter where it's coming from. The truth is the truth. And it's just, you know, talking about building with some, yeah, it was, Miss Ann. Like, I mean, come on, I'm talking about, look, we could have made a clothing, we could have been had a clothing line up. We could have had some farming shit going on. It could have been a whole bunch of different shit that was going on at one time, that, you know what I'm saying? But it's that spirit of jealousy. It's that spirit of hate. It's that spirit of envy. Like I don't know if y'all believe in spirits, but you know what I'm saying? These characteristics have spirits. You know, the spirit of jealousy. Like the shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Even y'all witness the jealousy. I'm quite sure. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's jealous of y'all, and just because y'all interact with certain people, somebody that's jealous of you, like, oh, this motherfucker talked to too many women. He too nice. His content better. You know, it's like it's like so many jealous people. Like we all got our own fucking lanes. Like, you know, Big Hen got the horror, got the capo, all the shit that Big Hen kiss my cheeks, got the cheek game, Miss Ann. You know, you doing your thing. Like 901 got his thing, Slim got his thing, Vince got his thing. Like everybody got their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Yeah. People's, yeah. Hey, Big Hen. Somebody put Big Hen. You know, Big Hen. Thing his channels. Put them. Hey, Big Hen. Put them in the chat, and then one of my mods, please. You know what I'm saying? Share it for me. You know, yeah. People sell their souls. You already know, bro. Yeah, and Miss Ann, it's a lot of people that don't believe in spirits, you know, when it's like you could see it, like I tried to explain it before. You could be in a crew of 10 people, and your closest person, that the person that you cool with, your ace, y'all doing the same thing, and you decide to do something a little bit better, and then it gives you a little more money or a little more influence, or whatever you get a little bit more than the person writing your ace. Something gonna come over your ace, and he gonna be like, yo, I'm supposed to hide that. It's gonna be something that gonna come in his ear, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna make the motherfucker jealous of you. He gonna say everything, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be little slick ass sly remarks and slick shit. You know what I'm saying? Like jealousy is a spirit, envy is a spirit. Like all of this shit is shit is real. Why you think they call alcohol spirits? You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to the store, you could it'll say spirits. You know what I'm saying? That depend on what spirit that you win is what come out when you drink. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the spirit, like they it's real. You know, and maybe that's a trigger word for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But that's the, you know, we don't speak the original language, so that's the best way that I could describe it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, yeah, bad apples for sure. You know, it's just, you know, it's just the whole thing, like being attached to somebody who's famous. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's what a lot of this is from. Like people see Kwame as a star and a is a celebrity and famous, so they think that being close to him is gonna boost them into that status and shit. Like yo, like that's you know, we try, yeah, mm, yeah, it's just you know, like I've been around famous people my whole life, so I don't think that they mooching off of a celebrity. Yeah, they look think about it. Wouldn't nobody know this nigga Garrett if he didn't repeat fucking Kwame Brown all the goddamn time? Nobody would know that nigga. Nobody would interact with that nigga. Hey, Big Hen, and alcohol is poison. Yeah, it is poison to the body for sure. You know what I'm saying? Wine was actually supposed to be the you know, the drink of choice that we supposed to have. But yeah, though, Uncle Ill, look, these motherfuckers think being attached to another man is gonna help them. I mean, you see how TJ act. You know what I'm saying? TJ, fucking that's Kwame brother. So he automatically assumes the motherfucking well, he thinks or people think that he assumed the status because that's his brother. And that's living off of another man's reputation or another man's basically another man's reputation, another man's stance. You know what I'm saying? Just because you related to the motherfucker that mean that you automatically assume shit. That's why he feel like he could talk to people like that. Like, bro, like I treat Kwame like a regular nigga on the street. You know what I'm saying? you know, and I respect him as I respect everybody. All right, let me get that clear. I respect everybody, but I treat everybody the same. Nobody is a motherfucking superstar in this motherfucker. Nobody is a celebrity. The only thing I look up to is the Most High, and you know. Oh, you said 86 doctors? So yeah, man. Look, bro. Them niggas tell everything they do behind the scenes. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hit you up later on and shit. Like when I said there wasn't no Discord, the motherfuckers like, oh, when I said it was a Discord. Yeah, hey, I'm not saying that I look, hey, Big Hen, hey, and you entitled to your opinion, bro. Like, hey, I try to respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? But once you do something that makes me not want to respect you, I ain't gonna respect you no more. So you know what I'm saying? He ain't did shit to me. So however you feel, I respect that. Like, bro, I'm not the motherfucking end all, bro. So yeah, for sure, Uncle Will, man. Look, bro, things happen the way that they were supposed to happen, and I'm glad that the motherfuckers was like, yo, we can't fuck with you because now I see what real is in the sector and I see what's not. And I'd rather be around a bunch of people that's gonna tell me the truth and talk shit than motherfuckers who gonna be nice and lie in your motherfucking face because that's all they motherfucking do. You know, they gonna smile in your face. Oh yeah, that's cool. Knowing you wrong as hell, and they gonna smile in your face and shit like, yo, you can't say that ain't cool. Cause as soon as you say that it ain't cool and shit, somebody gonna go talking to the next motherfucker like, oh yeah, this motherfucker don't agree with me. I'm not talking about nothing that somebody told me. I'm talking about my experience. Like, wait. His very first account, 86 name was his real full government. Oh damn, that's crazy. Yeah, bro. Look, trying to tell y'all some not I understand D talking about it now, but when I was saying that motherfuckers was calling me a crybaby, saying I was fucked up and I need to let go and all this other shit, but me keep on speaking on it is the reason why all of this shit is being said right now. The reason why these motherfuckers is telling on each other. Like You know what I'm saying? I played a part in it. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers exposing shit. You know, like, see, I don't. And the crazy thing is, I still didn't tell everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still things that's going on, and I'm just letting it play the fuck out. I'm watching it play out. You know, and I'm glad that I don't got no hands in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I'm glad that I have this you know, when you know, I think I got this spirit that walks with me and be like, turn left. And I just naturally listen, you know. And when it said turn left, I turned left, and then all the shit happened. Yeah, and Miss Ann, I try to when it comes to that, I do try to you know, put in the fact that we all had our own experiences and shit. It's just my thing is that, you know, when you your own person, you know, you're not gonna agree with certain shit. You're not just gonna agree with it just because you cool with a person. You know what I'm saying? Or you respect them. If you your own mind, you're gonna say, I don't know about that. And if you can't accept that, I'm going to say I ain't cool with that. And you willing to, just be out of pocket or disrespectful because I don't agree. That's when it changed to something different for me. Like we can disagree respectfully. We don't have to do that. But it seemed like when you disagree, it's like slick shots at you. Oh, excuse me. And it's just crazy that all of this shit is all of the shit that's been going down in the sector is all because motherfuckers been operating behind the scenes and snaking each other and trying to one up the next person and all this other shit. Like motherfuckers is jealous of other content creators for no apparent reason. All of this shit. Like I can't hate on another nigga. uh, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I just give men the common respect. Like, hey, you a man, I'm a man. I'm gonna respect you off the rip just because. And if you give me a reason not to, then shit, I won't respect you no more. So people who haven't I treat people as individuals. So I'm not gonna just automatically just not. I respond to everything. I walk my own way. I be walking straight. Like when I feel like stopping and talking to people, that's when I do it. But other than that, I walk by myself. So like uh, I'm a little different. Because if I keep walking straight, I'm gonna get to where I gotta go, and then I'm gonna go back to me. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear that I didn't apologize. I meant what I said. I stand on what I said, and I hope that we can maintain the respect of not you know what we made an agreement on. But I was serious. I basically said, okay, I'm not gonna talk about you. Let's not interact with each other, and if we do, then just expect something. That's not really a threat. Like that's just saying like, all right, just keep your eyes open. You know, you know. If you see me, don't talk to me because I'm going to respond. Like I don't want no, no interactions. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't want no interactions. I don't want none of that shit. Let's just respect each other enough not to be in each other's space, face, or place. You know, like and not like I said, I'm not that type of guy, and I'm really appreciative of Kiss My Cheeks and Tamika, and it was Dimitri was up there. You know what I'm saying? All three sisters, they was really talking to me that day. And you know, that's all. But I know my Lou Jenkins is boring and shit. So I know somebody else going live, and you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to get up here and set the record straight, and hope that everybody could see where I stand on shit, and hey, respect to everybody. I kiss my cheeks and see that's real shit right there. You know. Hey, look, hey, kiss my cheeks. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I was around old ass men my entire life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was with I was with my grand uncles. I was with my dad. Like, my dad was as old as my grandpa. You know what I'm saying? So, and my granddad was they dads and shit. So I grew up around a bunch of old ass men. So you know what I'm saying? All this pause shit, all this screaming and hollering, all this disrespect shit, this shit new to me. Hey, look, kiss my cheeks. I'm telling you, I lived the wild life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the crazy thing is, I'm not afraid to talk about the bad shit neither, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a lesson somewhere in the story. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this is the fun. This is the fun, Lou. Like I spent a lot of time in my life. I didn't went through a whole bunch of bad shit in my life, and I still turned out to look at positive things, laugh. You know what I'm saying, and be good to people, and still do. I didn't let the bad change me. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been this person, but my experience showed me I could be something else too. So let me see. Say so many words and still say nothing. Oh, well, I mean, well, you came to hear me say nothing. So shit. I kiss my cheeks. I'm gonna make you my two into me. All right. But yeah. And I just wanted to jump up here and just set the record straight, and anybody who think otherwise, and so be it. Yeah, hey, kiss my cheeks. You been, what I'm saying? Like, look, you didn't automatically go into the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You gave me an opportunity to fucking, to be cool with you the way that I'm cool with you. So it's always respect. I'm gonna take care of you when I uh get an opportunity to. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know some other people going live, you know what I'm saying? To all the people that, it's what it is. Love, peace, happiness, you know what I'm saying? Positivity. You got something positive going on in your life, focus on that. Something negative in your life, address that shit one time and move on. Move to the next one. Love y'all, peace, happiness. Y'all have a good day. Peace.